Hey, how's everybody doing today? Um, Hope everybody's having a good day today. Just had a really good back workout, feeling good. Um, the weather today is really not that good. It's raining. Compared to yesterday, it was like 65, sunny. But another sober day in the making for me. Um, Definitely working out is a huge part of my recovery. I can't emphasize that enough. It's huge. But today, I'm going to talk to you guys about early stages in my recovery. Um, just why I wanted to get help. How life was like. And Life just became unmanageable for me. Um, every day just trying to find a way to get money somehow to get drugs. Um, I lost plenty of jobs for my drug use. So it just all I was searching for every day was drugs. I spent so much time and effort trying to go get high so I wouldn't be sick. And it just became unmanageable. So finally, my last use day, pretty much I was up all night, um, sick, miserable, um, and I waited till like 6 in the morning to to go donate my plasma to get like $30 so I could get high. That's how this addiction is. It like latches a hold on you like that. Like I would never do something like this before. Um, so so yeah, I stayed up all night and I went there. And when I got there, I had to wait outside because they weren't even like the manager or something. They weren't there yet, so they were late. So I was outside sick, waiting in line with like other people. So anyways, finally the manager gets there. I go in. They got to do your vitals and all that, blood work, whatever. And they checked my temperature, and my temperature was point 0.1 over. So she was like, "Oh, you can't even donate today because your temperature is too high." And I was just like, "What? Are you kidding me?" So at that point, I had already begged my family for money. I said I needed like $30 for a Suboxone, which was a lie because I wasn't taking Suboxone at the time. Um, I was taking fentanyl. If anybody was wondering what I was on this time. So yeah, this drug really brought me to my knees. So anyways, pretty much that was it for me, man. I was so sick and tired of living that life every day. Miserable, just living to get high. You're not even living. And I knew deep down inside that I wanted a life worth living, and I knew there was a life out there. It's just how bad do you want it? And finally I gave in. I asked my family for help, and they made some calls, and I ended up getting into detox in Akron. So it was a blessing. And now that I look back, like I didn't really notice it before, but like that gift of desperation, like that's huge. It's like I think that my having my temperature point went over. That was like a sign, or from God or somebody higher power working. Um, how that worked out, that was like a gift of desperation, and I'm just so glad everything happened the way it did. Because honestly, I would still be out there right now, or I would be dead. So hitting my rock bottom definitely woke me up. And I'm blessed for that. So I go to detox, and it was terrible. They give you some meds, but it's nothing like the way I was taking. I go to detox, and I'm just in my bed. Like first couple days, I was just laying in there. I couldn't eat. I couldn't really sleep. I was just in my head a lot, like thinking, man, if I leave right now, I could just go get high and I'll feel better. That's what this addiction does. It's in your head, and it's a brain of the disease. It tricks you. I was thinking of other ways that um, I could have done things differently to where I could still be using. I was in my head all day, and these thoughts just kept going and going and going, and they wouldn't stop. But you know, I just had to tell myself, like, it's gonna get better, you know. So I fought through it. You know, I was there for about 7 days, and luckily, you know, a bed opened up at IBH, which is a rehab facility in Portage Lakes, which is it saved my life. You know, definitely saved my life. So I can't thank them enough for what they did for me. Um, so, you know, I go to IBH, and the first day, you know, I was uncomfortable. I didn't know what to expect, you know, and a lot of the other people there that were already in the rehab place, you know, they welcomed me. You know, they showed me love, which was I wasn't expecting. You know, I remember just sitting outside the first day, and like somebody came up to me and they're like, "How you doing, man? You all right?" And I was like, I was just miserable. Like I was still sick. Obviously, I mean, I wasn't going through like severe withdrawals, but even after 7 days of being clean, you still feel like crap. Like you're empty. You're scared. You're in fear. You don't know how to feel. Like, you're just a lot of things are going on still, you know, and it lasts for a while. So you know, they showed me love and they told me it was gonna get better, you know. Um, so I continued on, you know. I stayed there. I told myself, because I thought it was only a 30-day program, but it was a 60-day program. So I told myself, like, oh no, I'll stay for 30 days and then leave. That was planted in my head for a while. Um, so you know, days went on and it sucked. Honestly, I mean, I I just wanted. I remember telling my counselor one day, I was like, I'm just waiting for that day where I can wake up and feel like myself again and feel good again. And he's like, it doesn't work like that. I was like, I did not want to hear that. So he told me, you know, it takes time to heal, you know, it takes time. Like, you didn't get addicted to drugs in one day, did you? And I was like, no, I didn't. Definitely not. So that, I was like, wow, that really hit me. I was like, okay, this is gonna take time to heal, man, and it really does. Like, early on, you know, when I was there, I remember I was like, am I ever gonna feel like myself again? Like, I've been numbing my emotions out, my feelings, you know, with drugs and alcohol for so long, and I didn't know who I was anymore. I didn't know how to feel. Um, I had a lot of these emotions coming to me and feelings, and I didn't know where they went. Like, I was just like lost, you know. Um, so you know, one day, um, I was actually sitting uh, in my bed at rehab, and it was time to go to like rec, and which is outside. You know, there's a track to go to, and there's a gym. You play basketball. There's workout equipment and stuff. And I was laying in my bed, and it was time to go. I heard the bell go, and I was just super depressed, like, and I just had this huge amount, this like dark cloud just weighing over me and pulling me down. And I didn't even want to get up and go out there. I felt so sad, so miserable. So, you know, I walked outside and, you know, I had my head down and I looked miserable, you know, I was just dragging. And, as I was walking, somebody came and, talked to me, one of the clients, you know, his name was Tim. And, you know, he's like, what's wrong, man? What's going on? And I looked at him, I was like, dude, I don't know. Like, I don't know why I'm feeling like this. Like, and, I broke down to him. I started crying, man. I haven't cried in so long, and I just started crying. I had all these emotions coming to me, and he told me, he was like, man, I wish I could cry, dude. Like, I haven't been able to cry in so long, and like, he just told me that, he was like, I can tell you want this bad. You know, you want this sobriety bad. You want to get better. You want to have a life, and yeah, he really helped me in that moment. You know, I was really down and out, and he kind of picked me up a little bit and told me, you know, it's gonna get better, man. Just keep fighting through it. I can't I can't thank him enough for that. I still talk to him to this day. Actually, he's a really good dude. We worked out a couple weeks ago, and he's still doing good, which is awesome. Um, so yeah, you know, that went on. I think I walked the track, and I started talking to one of the RSs there, like a teacher, and he could tell I wasn't really feeling it. So I started talking to him, and he just he gave me some good wisdom and some hope for about this recovery, and I could thank him too. So time went on, and I was there. 30 days came, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna keep it going. I'm gonna go to 2 months. So it kept going, kept going. The classes really helped me in there. Just they teach you about addiction and like mental health and like how everything goes hand in hand, and they show you ways to, when you get out to to continue this lifestyle of recovery, and it really helped a lot. You know, when I first got there, I didn't want to work out at all. My body was not having it because I didn't work out for like a whole year. I took off. So my body was not feeling it. I was so empty, so weak. But I told myself, I was like, look, you got to work out. This is going to make you feel better. So, I would walk the track early on or like play basketball, volleyball. Really, it helped a lot. And later on, I started like lifting more and like working out. I could see I was getting strength back, and it really helped so much. I can't, like, working out is huge in recovery, or even for anybody, honestly. If you're feeling bad or anything, having a bad day, if you go work out, you feel so much better because it releases that serotonin naturally in your brain, which is that good feeling we're all searching for, whether that be through drugs and alcohol or anything, that good feeling. So I believe balance is key, in that, you can work out and do other things you enjoy too. So, I got out of rehab, and I remember the first day, I think my family picked me up, my mom and my sister, and like her newborn baby, which I hadn't even seen when I was out on the streets, like, because I was so focused on being selfish and getting high, and I didn't want to go see my sister's baby because I was so gone, dude, so far gone. So they picked me up. It was cool, it was weird being out, like being back out in society. I felt like I had a lot of anxiety still, and I still felt weird. So I think we went to go get coffee, and like still that was really awkward, like being around people again and stuff. So it took a while to like get comfortable again. I believe hitting meetings. I hit meetings every day when I first got out of rehab. Um, because they help so much, man. Those are your people. They understand what you're going through. So hitting meetings. I started doing like counseling downtown, and that helped a lot too. Because I wasn't working, so I didn't have anything really to do. Other than work out and go to meetings. So like keeping yourself busy is huge, man. Because if you're not busy and you're just in your head all day, it's going to be a disaster. You're gonna be in your head, and you're gonna have negative thoughts. You're gonna have using thoughts, and it's gonna trigger something, and it could cause you to relapse. So definitely continue to hit meetings, man, daily. I still go to meetings a lot. I try to hit like 3 or 4 a week right now. Sometimes I don't meet that because I'm busy, or I'm traveling, but super important to go to meetings and have sober contacts in your phone. Not just your family or your friends you had before, maybe who still drink or whatever other stuff, but like have sober support people that understand. People you meet at meetings. Get a sponsor. Work the steps because it really does help. Um, so yeah. You know, I hope this video helped somebody because every sober day I have, it's a blessing, man. I can't complain, man. It's a blessing to be sober today. Um, you know, I used drugs and alcohol for so long, and like to sit here and say I'm over 6 months sober, I've never done that in my life, and it's like I take this sobriety seriously now. Like it's a blessing, man. Every day, it's amazing. Um, and you can do it. You are enough. You're strong. It's just you got to have that willpower to do it. How bad do you want a life worth living? A life where you don't have to rely on alcohol or drugs to get you through the day. it is beautiful, man. You really start to appreciate the little things in life, and it's just amazing, you know. So, you know, if you like this video, you know, give me a like, subscribe to my channel, leave comments, you know, share this video, because I want to help whoever I can, you know, because it can be hard out there, you know. Some people don't have a family or anybody to talk to about their addiction, you know, or recovery. So I hope you guys have a good day, and I'll be bringing more videos to you in the future. Thanks.